What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Tony TV, and it's time for the takeover. So this week we're on week 3 of the challenge. This episode I wasn't too happy about it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The way I wanted it to go, it did not go. So let's just get into it. So this week the daily challenge was called CK Recon, and it was that the partners had to jump off of a 30-foot cliff into the water. They had to pick up 2 missiles that were underneath like the ocean or whatever. So they had to dive into the water, swim down, get 1 missile. Then they had to swim through a cave to get the other missile, bring both missiles back to jet skis. There was a person on the jet ski that drove them to a target point, and at the target point they had to swim the rest of the way to detonate the bombs, which was them really just swimming to shore and then just placing the bombs on this stand or whatever. If you know how to swim well, you good, maybe. But the problem was, like, wherever this ocean and sea was, it was a lot of waves. They were splashing everywhere. It was like real hectic down there in the water. So even the best of swimmers during this challenge were struggling because the waves were so strong the whole time. So a lot of people, like, you had like 2 people had got bloody noses from the impact of when they came down. Then we had poor Tasha and Jeremiah. They got DQ'd. Tasha and Jeremiah jumped into the water. Didn't get no further. Tasha holding on to Jeremiah, about to drown him. Jeremiah could barely swim himself. Now they holding on to the side, the rock walls on the side. It was bad. They got DQ'd. They didn't complete the challenge. They were the only ones that didn't complete the challenge at all. Everybody else finished at least. They were struggling, but everybody else finished. Because even poor Huey threw up before the challenge even started. And I think it's because he got them lip injections and he got butt injections. So he was just scared from that jump off the cliff that something might pop. I think that's what it was. And he was real shook, but Huey made it through. Huey did pretty good. Huey actually did better than Ashley, and that was crazy because Ashley was blowed that Huey didn't want to jump off the cliff. But he was the fastest swimmer than Ashley, so I was like, wow, that's crazy. They could have won. Tori and Ed, who just became partners last week, they pulled out the dub this week. Ed said he not playing with y'all. He didn't come here to play. He came to handle business. So Ed went from in elimination last week to win the challenge this week with Tori. They're gonna be the ones to get the vote who goes down to elimination. Second place was Corey L and Michelle, and if you remember, that's a rookie team, so they know that their heads on the chopping block and that they're easy targets because they're both rookies. But coming in second place don't mean much, so they know there's a possibility that they might go into elimination. So they're a little shook up, they're a little worried. Then also during the challenge, we had Tommy caught a concussion. He's Big T's partner. Tommy's from Survivor. He just won the last season of Survivor, and now he's here on the challenge. But since he got a concussion during this challenge, when he got the water, he was throwing up. He had one pupil dilated, the other one wasn't. And so he ended up getting DQ'd from like the rest of the season. He became inactive. He got sent home because he has a concussion, so he no longer can play. So now Big T's all alone. She by herself, she got no partner. So already from the jump, we don't know, like once we find out that she has no partner, we don't know how the elimination is gonna go, because if you know, like they doing pairs for eliminations, a guy and a girl both go in and a guy and a girl leave. But now we're short a guy, so it's like, are they gonna bring in a replacement partner, or is it just gonna be a girls elimination? We don't know. It's all up in the air. So we got Tori and Ed in power, and they get to decide who's gonna go into elimination to face off who everyone else votes as the house vote. Don't forget we have the veteran alliance. So the vets say until they get all the rookies out, they're not gonna throw no noms each other's way. They're not gonna try to get each other out. They're not gonna target each other for right now. So that's still going strong on week 3 so far. The problem in this episode is Big T. Oh, my girl Big T. Big T really be trying. She done came a long way. But the vets still be eyeing her and giving her the side eye. Now I think it's just because Big T's so friendly, so like they don't really know what side of the house she's on. Cause like Big T's so friendly, like she get along with all the rookies, but she has decent relationships with the vets. But the vets can't determine who she's more loyal to. So that keep messing up her game every season because she keeps coming in the house being so close with the rookies. But also I think it's 'cause a lot of rookies like they're international, so they're from different countries. And Big T's also from the UK, so I feel like she bonds with them more than the Americans, because the Americans, y'all have done season after season with each other. You already have relationships. Big T's still fairly new as far as like bonds go, so it's easier for her to bond with the newbies than with the vets, especially if y'all keep targeting her as, oh, we don't know if you're really with us, this, that, and the third. Then I found out on the aftermath that apparently she was at the bottom of the vet alliance. So as soon as they started to target each other, she was one of the first people they were going to go after. So in that sense, it makes sense why Big T's trying to build relationships with the rookies. So whenever y'all do decide to turn each other, at least she has the votes of the rookies as well. Because the vets ain't really making many moves to get to know the rookies. But at least Big T is smart enough to know that you need people on both sides of the house. You need your vets and you need your rookies, because it's all a numbers game if you don't want to see elimination. So Big T's doing really well at that, but the vets ain't happy about that, because if you have a good social game, people also get scared and they think that you either gonna come for them eventually, or like you'll have the numbers to come for them if you have a good social game, because you'll have enough people on your side to do what you want them to do. Big T for the most part be chilling. Like, she did a little scheming last season. I'm gonna give her that. Her political game stepped up last season, but as of right now, Big T's been chilling for the most part. So I don't know why they kept trying to come for my dog so much this episode. We get to the nominations. So at the nomination ceremony, and off the bat, Tasha and Jeremiah, they know since they DQ'd that all eyes already pointing on y'all. It's easy to throw y'all in. You DQ'd, you didn't complete the challenge. Y'all the only ones that didn't complete it. It's easy to throw y'all in. Like, why not? You need to prove yourself at some point, because you just shit the bed in the challenge. So now you need to go prove yourself in elimination. So they up there saying how it's not personal, it's a game. We gotta go in, we'll go in. Devin on this whole if not you then who thing he doing this season is getting on my nerves on deliberations. Like, it need to be you. They need to call you out and say you need to go in. But obviously they ain't gonna do that yet. So Tasha turns it on the other rookie, it's Corey and Michelle, and she's like, if not us, then them. So now they're going back and forth because Corey's like, why would you throw us out there? But in Tasha's eyes, it's like, if it isn't me, who else is there to put out there? Because obviously you don't want to target any vets this early, because if you target them, their whole alliance is going to come after you anyway. So it's like, you're the only other rookie team besides me and Jeremiah. So yes, I'm going to target you and say, if you don't want to put me in, put them in, obviously. She tried her best. She really did. I give her A for effort. Didn't help her at all. Jeremiah and Tasha got nominated as the house vote to go into elimination, which I feel like I'm not really mad at. I'm not mad in the sense of I'm not surprised to have him, because y'all did DQ. You are the only other rookie team. Corey, L, Michelle have already been down there to prove themselves. Y'all might as well get y'all chance, and if you win it out, you win it out. Now I am sad because every elimination so far, a black person had to go down there and fight for their life in the game. It's getting a little old, and I'm tired, but it's a lot of rookies that are black this season, so it kind of, it is what it is. But I'm ready for them to target somebody else, because I'm over it at this point. There's a lot of people in this house. We need to make some bigger moves. Like, y'all trying to play safe for too long. So, okay, so we got Tasha and Jeremiah. That's the house vote. They going down. Okay, cool. Now it becomes a talk of who Tori and Ed are going to send down to elimination as well. But it's still up in the air, because, like, right now Tori's contemplating Big T, because you just lost your partner. You're at the bottom of the vet alliance, so I could just throw you in. And also, another side note is that Big T put in Anissa and Tori last season to face off against each other, and that got Tori sent home. So she still got a little vendetta with Big T right now. So she like, I'm in power, I might as well just take the shot right now while I have it and throw you in there. And if you win, you win. If you don't, sucks to suck. But the problem is, Big T technically is still part of the vet alliance. So it becomes this whole thing of, well, Tori, if you take that shot now, is the vet alliance still a thing? Is the vet truce still on, or is it now over? And it's a good question, because it's like, y'all did say you're not gonna take the shot until you have no other choice. So Tori, if you pull the trigger this early, you're showing your disloyalty to the own alliance that y'all claim y'all have in only the third week. So if you can pull the trigger, that means that'll let anybody else fight up. They can pull the trigger because you already did it first. So now it's like, okay, might as well, like, Tori did it, let's get it running. And once the vets get, like, once that first vet team puts somebody else up, it's every man for himself at that point. They just gonna go back and forth. It's gonna get conniving. It's gonna be a lot going on. I can feel it coming. So yeah, so Tori really is contemplating. Like, she even tells Big T, like, I have no reason to put anybody else up but you. Which I was like, well, goddamn, like, you ain't gotta say it like that. But like, I get what she's saying. Like, she's the only person she has actual like vendetta with. So like, to put you up, I don't get any more blood on my hands than I already have. Because like, it makes sense for me to come after you because you came after me last season. So we get to the elimination. It's time for Tori and Ed to decide who they want to put up. So they decided they was gonna put Berna up. And Berna is, remember, she flirting around with Nelson. And, Ashley don't like Berna because Ashley like Nelson. They got the little thing. They got a little love triangle. So, Ashley don't mind that Berna go home tonight. She like, all right, cool, it's whatever. Nelly T, he ain't with that. He want Berna to stay. So you're gonna see how that play out. Then for a guy, they put up my dog Corey L. Corey L can't catch a break. And it's like, it's blowing me that Corey L keep getting put up, because like, it's so many other rookie guys that can go compete it too. So it's like, you got other options of guys y'all can target to get out. Why keep only putting Corey L? Like, he done proved himself as a rookie. Let one of the other guys get a chance to go do the same thing. So since Tommy left, TJ let him know it's a girls' night, so only the girls got to compete. So now it's just Tasha versus Berna in the elimination. So, but I think Corey gonna take a mental note of, okay, Tori and Ed, y'all did put me up. Even though I didn't have to compete, you still chose me. And I think he gonna take note of that, and hopefully he'll apply that later on. Because if it was me, I would, because that's easy to throw your name out there. You voted for me. Whether I had to compete or not, you still voted for me. So it is what it is. So we get to the eliminations. So it's like a V-shaped stand, and they have rods on them, and they have a bunch of metal poles at the bottom that they have to stack up on the V shape to build a ladder. But all the bars are different sizes because, you know, since it's a V, the bars gotta go from short to wider as you get higher up. But you have to decide like the order in which you want to stack them up yourself as you build up the ladder. And when you get to the top of the ladder, you have to ring the bell. So they literally gotta go pole by pole by pole till they get all the way to the top. That challenge was kicking their ass. Tasha and Berna was going at it for over an hour trying to get that bit completed. They just kept getting far. Like they kept starting to get somewhere. But then I start knocking them down. They'll fall off of them. They'll hit themselves. Berna busted nose during the challenge. It was a lot, but I guess that busted nose paid off because Berna got the dub. She won, and my dog Tasha had to go home. But Tasha ain't go home without a fight. Tasha had to let Tori know. Tasha said, "Fuck you. You can't be trusted. You fake." Because early in the episode, Tori came to talk to Tasha and was like, "Who do you want to go up against?" And Tasha said Michelle. Now another thing is, Tori did say she can't promise her that that's who I'll put up, but I'll take it into consideration. So I guess in that sense, unless there's more conversation we don't know about, I don't really see how Tasha can be mad at Tori because she didn't promise you that you were getting who you wanted to go against an elimination. She said if it works for her game, she'll put Michelle up, but if it doesn't, you're gonna get who she give you. So I feel like Tasha was just, I think it was just the moment, she had just lost, she was going through a lot, so she took it out on Tori. That was the easy person to take it out on. But it's like you can't be mad at her because she did what was gonna help her further her game, and she told you from the jump that I may or may not put Michelle in, so you really can't be surprised. But also Michelle a beast, so I think even Michelle was in that elimination, Tasha probably was still going home. I'm not gonna cap. I think Michelle would have had her. So I don't really know if Tasha, I don't know if Michelle's the right person for Tasha to want to go after, but whatever, it ain't work out in her favor anyway. So we're gonna see what happens with that. So now we got Berna back in the house, and Berna gets to decide who she want a partner to be. She want to go back with CT or choose another partner. So she decides to stick it out with CT. Great choice, And then Big T, now she gets partnered with Jeremiah because Jeremiah's without a partner. So we got Big T and Jeremiah is the new pair, and then CT and Berna are still together. That pretty much was it for this episode. It wasn't like too crazy with some little things. I feel like this Big T drama gonna get a little more crazy as the season goes on to see like if the vets are gonna decide to turn on her sooner or later. I want to see when that's gonna be, or Big T might end up rocking with these rookie girls and teaming up to get one of these vets out. Like I told y'all before, I'm just waiting for a rookie team to win or a rookie to get some power. I'm tired of rookies going home every week. Like the vets, don't get me wrong, the vets is doing what they got to do to get themselves further. But I need the rookies to pick it up. Like I need y'all to do something, make some moves, shake this house up, get them vets mad for once. Y'all ain't come all the way here to just lose. So I need the rookies to pick it up, come together, figure out what they gotta do, get the numbers. Because at the end of the day, everybody votes individually. So if enough of the rookies decide to vote for a vet team, they can make it happen. Everybody playing a scary game right now. They not making no real power moves to go against the rest of the house. But it's like, you might as well, because they keep picking y'all off one by one. So you might as well take that shot, come together and do what y'all gotta do. Rally around each other and get one of them out. But yep. That's the end of this week. We're going to be back next week to see what happens on the challenge. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We got challenge weekly reviews coming every week. I'm going to New York soon, so we got a vlog on the way for that. And my apartment tour, it'll be here soon. Okay, the apartment is together, but we got to record the video, so it's going to be here soon. So I'm going to catch y'all soon. Peace out. See y'all next week.